Peace and blessing, everybody. Welcome to another hijab tutorial. Today I'll be showing you a very special hijab tutorial called Folds of Love. One of the reasons why it is so special is, as some of you might know, I converted to Islam about a week ago. Now, the beauty of that is that I wore a very special hijab on that day, one of the ones that actually took me a very long time to figure out. So I'm looking forward to showing it to you today. When I picked my scarf for this specific day, I kind of found this scarf that had all these beautiful details on them, semi-transparent, and it goes from darker to light to dark again on this side. It's very stretchy, and it has this tendency of folding like this on the sides, which is slightly annoying. But I was absolutely in love with this scarf, and I had decided at the moment I saw it and bought it that it was going to be the scarf I was going to wear when I converted. So I mean, it took a lot of time for me to figure this out, but I'm very glad I did, and this is how it gets done. So the first thing I did here is create an underscarf and some volume by putting the scarf bun. Now if you look, it's my very first tutorial. I'm not going to show you how to do it. You guys can go check out that video. It'll show you how to. Then what you can do to tighten the bun, and also because it looks beautiful, is it's an underscarf in beige tones. I don't know if you can tell the difference between the white and the beige, but here you go. Beige tones. And I put it on top. It helps keep the bun there, and it also just looks very beautiful. And the white scarf underneath will actually make it look much more modest, I guess, in a way. So what you're going to do now is take one end of your scarf, and place it on your head as such. Okay. So you're going to take the very end and place it to the back of your neck, just in the nape of your neck, and take the other end and do basically the same thing. And then you pin it in the back together if possible. Now, because this is very stretchy and it kind of rolls and it's very annoying, what I do is simply make a fold there. And you'll see that throughout this tutorial I fold a lot, mainly because it just helps it look beautiful. So I folded it, as you can see. Try and still help it to look smooth. There you go. So as you can see, it's folded right here. So you've got your first fold. But it's not called a fold of love, it's called folds of love. So what you're going to do is kind of pinch it and help it become a fold as well here. So you're going to refold it. If you can see how I'm folding it. It doesn't have to be a very wide fold. It just has to be very even all throughout. So as much as possible. And as you can see, this scarf does not cooperate very well. I mean, it happens, but it's one of the reasons why I wanted to make fold, because it looks even worse without them. So what you're going to do to secure the fold is just take a straight pin and just secure the fold. Now, earlier you saw me pin it in the back of my neck. I've said that in previous videos, but I'll say it again. Whenever you're pinning next to your neck, either here or in the back of the neck, I strongly advise using a safety pin. That way, if it kind of opens a little, it doesn't scrape you and jab you in the neck. It's just not a comfortable thing to get. So you're going to keep going with the folds. As I said, you pinch, you bring forward. So again, I pinched and brought forward. And you do as many folds as you're comfortable doing. So as you think is required for the look you're trying to get, right? So I usually just get 2 or 3 folds in the front here. I'll even go for a 4th so that I have something all the way in the top. There we go. Just straight pin. All the way. Okay. I usually keep just a little bit of a layer here in the back. The reason for that is that way when you layer it, if it spaces a little, you won't have any of the underscarf showing, especially if you decide to wear an underscarf that isn't white or isn't matching the actual scarf that you have on. Now what you can't see and what I'm doing is just pinning the bun, making sure it stays there because it was falling apart on me. So now what you're going to do is take the other end of the scarf. Now with the folds you've created, it actually creates folds directly in the scarf. Don't actually take them out. Those are actually going to look very great if you keep them together. So as I said, you just keep the fold, the creases that it created, pull it like this to the front. Now if you can create even more folds, even. Now the way I did it for this scarf specifically, because it has a tendency to be all stretchy and annoying and do whatever it feels like doing, I actually pull it inside. So what I did literally is turn it around and pull inside this scarf to create even more layers. And as I said, the same thing you did earlier, just try and keep folds. So if you can look like it, there are actually like tons of folds in it, it looks even better. So you can see the folds. So then you get to this point and you just kind of shove it on top again. But because, oh, one of my folds actually undid. There you go. But because, again, it does this rolly thing, fold it so that you don't have an actual edge. You're going to pin onto each side. So one here. So crease as much as possible. Pull. If it has a little bit of a stretch in it, you want to make sure to pull on it. There you go. Now just adjust the front so that it actually looks like there's folds in it and not just a bunch. There you go. So there you go. So here's the hijab look that I had for my shahada. Like I said, it's called the fold of love because there's tons of fold at the top. Can even bring this even more forward, and there's folds in the neckline, and again, that very much depends on how you crease it, how you let it fold in the front. So just make sure you really even it out. If you want to see how it looks in the back, depending on how, if you want it on the side, I usually had it mainly on the back like this. It would actually turn out like this. So there you go. Like I said, the volume is created by the bun, which you can find as my very first tutorial. I hope you like it. I hope you have many looks with it, and you can bring it to either Eids, or if you're a lucky convert like me, to your shahada. Please let me know if you ever wear it and leave it in the comment box. I'd love to see pictures if you have any, or at the very least just hear your stories of where and how you've decided to wear the folds of love. Thank you very much and have yourself a good day. Peace and blessing, everybody.